So today I want to talk about innovation management lessons that I'd like to take into this year from 2025. Some things that I define as very important to remember for open innovation projects, for innovation projects, for innovation management in general, all the things I distilled from my experience, all the things I gathered from publications, from books, conversations with experts. So everything that I believe might increase your chances to succeed with your innovation projects. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and I've been working for more than 5 years on organizing collaborative university competitions for world well-known companies, helping them to solve their extreme innovation challenges. And now I continue my journey with the goal of fostering innovation by helping different parties of the innovation process collaborate and co-create. On this channel, I explore collaboration projects for innovation management, share my experience in managing these projects and processes, and uncover strategies for making collaboration efforts more effective. Now, let's get straight to the point, to the very first lesson. And it's probably the most important one for me personally, and it's about complexity. More precisely, the importance of complexity, the importance of accepting, embracing, and appreciating complexity as much as you can. Even more than that, looking for complexity in the world and diving into it. This may sound like a very general lesson, but I believe it is strongly related to innovation. You may remember my video about last year's Nobel laureates who were awarded the Nobel Prize for their work related to innovation and innovation-led long-term economic growth. In that video, I talked about theories described by these Nobel laureates, and I highlighted how they prove that innovation-led growth is complex, how many connections there are, how many factors influence innovation, and how much we actually need to understand in the world, how much we need to understand about new inventions and breakthroughs we make in order to grow. So yes, it's all about complexity. There is no simple solution to any problem. Most solutions are quite complex. Most things we are surrounded by in this world are complex. Innovation managers, as no one else, should understand that, because any innovation, even an incremental one, is complex, and we should stop looking for simple instructions, simple guides to get this complex solution, no matter how much our mind and our bosses want us to. We should neglect easy ways, simple processes. We should ask our questions to understand the true nature of things and processes around us. We should ask lots of whys and hows. We should try to understand concepts on a basic level, and we should look for connections of things we are trying to understand, connections with other areas, with other states, other industries, other teams, other conditions, other problems. And we should think, analyze, process a lot of information, even though it is so tempting in the age of AI to give up on it and rely on what the machine says. Because understanding this complexity is the only way for us to innovate and to grow and to create new things and to find new solutions to our problems. We need to understand that. We need to understand the smallest details to be able to utilize them in our novel ideas. We should focus on this complexity because that's how the world works, because the world is complex. And if innovation managers, researchers, don't do it, don't understand it, who would? The next lesson that I would like to take into this year is about staying flexible. I'm talking about processes and rules here. It is extremely important to have the right process in place for your innovation projects. That's why, for example, at Disruptive, we have very specific processes for our hackathons and for other open innovation projects that we conduct together with companies and universities. But in general, in innovation, because innovation is so random, it's so unpredictable, it can hardly be controlled, you cannot be too rigid with these processes and these rules. Very often you have to be really flexible with what you do and how you do it. You need to allow some space for miracles to happen, for magic to happen, for creativity to happen. I believe it is truly essential. Creativity cannot be fully controlled. Of course, we can talk about some techniques, some methods, and all of it. You can encourage it, you can support it, but still, it's a very, very unplanned thing. So, be flexible. Have your processes. Know what you're going to do next. Have guidance. But at the same time, be ready to adjust at every step of your journey. Know that sometimes you just need to forget about all those rules. Sometimes you must do things differently, especially in your innovation projects. The next lesson I want to mention is about supporting individuality and promoting individualistic values among your team members. Obviously, collectivism and a collective mindset, meaning that you think about the good of your community or your group, is extremely important. It's been helping us as humans to survive for a very, very long time. And now it helps us to build businesses because, well, every manager is looking for team players, obviously. That is, however, not something that innovation managers should be focused on when they work with their research teams. The truth is, if you want to be more effective, more efficient with innovation, you must support individual mindsets and individualistic values of your team members. You should help them to think for themselves first and only then for the good of the group. Individualism helps people to be more creative and come up with brilliant, innovative ideas. Focusing on individualism makes us more free with our thoughts and ideas. We are less constrained by rules. We are less worried about what others, including our bosses, would think or say. Our opinion matters, and we know that. We feel less of the responsibility burden, and we are free from expectations. We become open to all kinds of insane possibilities and opportunities out there. And this is what innovation managers should actually want. So yes, support individualism in your team. It won't destroy your group. We're still social animals, but it will increase your chances for novel ideas you're looking for. The next lesson is about giving up self-importance. And this one is especially important for innovation managers and everyone who works with open innovation projects and collaborates with others. Every one of us has an ego. We want to be the best, we want to be the smartest ones, the most successful ones in our group, we want to be number one. It's a very normal thing for us humans, but when it comes to innovation management, and yes, when it comes to innovation managers specifically, I think it might hinder our collaboration and co-creation. For managers, it is especially important to be able to allow others be important, others be the best ones, do their job and give other people this control. It is important to value others' ideas, their solutions, and to accept the fact that you might not be the most valuable team member. You should give up your self-importance for the good of the team and for reaching the goal you're chasing. This is a very important point in my opinion, but it is often missed by managers who feel like stars when they are promoted to this role and feel like their opinions are the only right ones that matter. And especially when it comes to open innovation projects, when you collaborate with another organization. Here, I think this advice should go to all members of a decision-making team. When a company starts working with another organization on an innovation project, team members involved in this activity often experience an in-group bias. They believe that they are the only ones in the whole world who have enough experience to deal with the challenge. I've seen it in different projects, I see it all the time in different organizations, and this is one of the internal company challenges often associated with open innovation projects in general. And it is really essential, it is essential to find this mindset both for your internal research and development and innovation projects and for open innovation projects as well, because only by understanding that you are not the smartest person in the world, that your team, no matter how talented these people are, does not know everything in the world. Only then can you successfully collaborate with others and let your team members successfully collaborate with other teams as well. And the last lesson I want to talk about is about co-creation and the importance of co-creation in all of us working together for a better future. In one of my previous videos about individual inventors, I mentioned that the inventions and not only the world, as I mentioned in the very first point of this video, are becoming more and more complex because inventions often require knowledge, information from all the different areas. It is so difficult for one person to build an innovative product. You need a group of people coming from various areas to bring it all together. Moreover, one company, one group of people is often not enough to create innovation. The more we grow and the more advanced technologies we have, the clearer it becomes that we need people from the outside of our organization. We do not have all the talented people in the world. It doesn't matter which company you represent. You can represent Google, you can represent BASF, you can employ thousands of people, but trust me, there are still thousands of other people out there who are talented, smart, and who know things you don't know, and who know things your employees don't know. So the way to make real breakthroughs and the way to grow further is through collaboration with others. Other people, organizations, institutions, countries, and regions. By combining our talents, our skills, our minds, and our ideas, we can come up with something entirely new, something outstanding that would help your company succeed and our society in general thrive. So yeah, I hope that in 2026 we will talk more about collaboration, about working together and finding the common ground and not fighting each other, because that's the only way for us as the society to grow. So yeah, this is a very short video. I just wanted to remind you about what is important at the beginning of this year, and we will continue learning about innovation and open innovation specifically this year, and I'm looking forward to discovering and sharing more insights, more ideas, more valuable information that would help you and your innovation projects succeed. I wish you good luck with your innovation activities and hope to see you next time with the next video. Have a good one and bye!